All right, I watched The Kid Who Would Be King. I kept wanting to call it The Boy Who Would Be King, but that's probably another thing with a similar premise. It's a great premise, and I shall never tire of it. Kids get involved in medieval nonsense. That never gets old, really. Like I still have this vague memory of watching a kid in King Arthur's court when I was like 4 or 5, I think. And the main thing I remember is this one scene in which the titular kid uh, used some like wizard magic to like introduce like the medieval princess to a Big Mac. Like he summoned a Big Mac somehow. I think it like some spell let him like order whatever he wanted from the void or whatever. And yeah, he said, "Hey, this is what I wanted, man. This is my lunch." She said, "Oh, what's that?" And he said, "We call this a Big Mac." And I didn't know what a Big Mac was. I'd never heard that term before, like the princess. I was with her on that one, and I just assumed that it was like slang for hamburger. That's what I got from the context of that scene, or maybe a specific type of hamburger. But anyway, I was close enough. The other thing about The Kid Who Would Be King, which is the current movie I just saw, another bit of confusion. I kept thinking that the adult version of Merlin was going to be played by Bill Nighy because I like remembered hearing that uh, he was going to be portrayed by some awesome old British guy. But no, the actor in question was actually Patrick Stewart. Both could have worked. Different flavor, but still, I would have been fine with either. This was fun too. Um, he also had like a really interesting casting dance. It was like very twitchy with the hands. A lot of snaps too, but somewhat geometric. Like if you watch. I like how Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange tend to do it. A lot of like dancing motions, a lot of that. This guy, it's more like a very orderly seizure. Um, but yeah, no, it's a good film, man. So you know me, my tastes are uh, pretty idiosyncratic, which means I don't always know why people have strong loves or uh, aversions to the things I can just enjoy, Um, like sometimes I do, but like in this case, very strong critical reviews. All right, don't really have any specific uh, explanation for that. Very poor box office. Again, don't know why that is, and I definitely don't know why there's a split like that. Anyway, I had a good time, and here's what I think. Uh, the next medieval blend movie should be. If the world isn't quite ready for another uh, you know, kid night movie, um, I think that the Muppets should give it a shot. They've done pirates, they've done space, they've done Dickens. I don't think that they've done knights before, man. Yeah, medieval Muppet movie. And with the alliteration, like that needs to happen by 2021 at the latest. I'm waiting, man. I am hungry for that. That is the Big Mac I want. The big medieval Muppet movie Mac for me.